Chris Jenkins for CharlotteVibe.com, and Cam Newton was benched at the start of the Seattle Seahawks game and has sent the world into a frenzy wondering about what has happened. And by now we all know he was benched due to not wearing an actual tie during the team's travel, which resulted in him being benched. And Coach Rivera said that that's something that he does with all the players on this team. Unfortunately, it had to be the quarterback, and he knew that that would be something that caused a lot of attention, and he was okay with that. He was okay with that decision and the backlash that comes from it. And I stand by him on making that decision. You can't just start to give an exception for one guy because of the position he is. If you're trying to create if you're trying to have good leadership, you discipline everyone. And I applaud Coach Rivera for doing so. And a lot of fans were upset about Coach Rivera for what he did. And I don't think that that's where you should be the most upset. I think you should be the most upset with Cam Newton putting Coach Ron Rivera in that position to have to make that decision to put him on the bench and then to bring all this other attention to the team, not Ron Rivera. I mean, it's kind of like, you think about parenting or just in any situation when you have to lay down the law to somebody. You don't want to do it, but your hands were forced, and I think that's what happened with Coach Ron Rivera. But I do want to give props to Cam Newton for, he's been frowned upon and chastised for his reaction in press conferences after a loss and not want to talk about things. And yesterday, to me, he was very, very open. I think extremely open, talking about the case of what led to his benching, taking responsibility for it, and even going into some detail to shed light on how it went down. And to me, my interpretation of some of the things that Cam said about that means that he got away with it before and just wasn't quite clear and understand that he doesn't need to do it again. And he did it again and had to suffer the consequences. So I think we won't see anything like this happen again. But that's my take on the Cam Newton benching situation. I always welcome you guys to leave your comments below, like the video if you do, and subscribe. I'm trying to get to 1,000. I think I need like 80 more. So if you enjoyed the video, enjoy the coverage, please subscribe. This is Chris Jenkins reporting for CharlotteVibe.com.